Angela, go ahead. Did you have a question?
Is this Patrick?
No. This is Ken.
No, I think this is Patrick. Hey, how you doing, Patrick? I'm Patrick.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah, I just got a couple things to bring up there, okay? I've talked to you before, Angela, okay? And I have, I think you know my group site, everything. We the People, shareholders.
Okay.
Okay. One of the reasons why they did what they did in 1933 was so that they could get access to the Treasury of the United States of America. Okay? So we the
Wait a minute.
Treasury.
Is it Patrick Devine?
Yes, it is.
Oh, hi. How are you? Gosh, long time we haven't spoken.
Yeah. And
you know, that's also why they claim you have unknown parentage and assume custody of you, because now they can sell your real estate.
well, but they had to put the assets over into a place to where they could basically utilize them, okay? Because when they were in the Treasury of the United States of America, they could not access them, okay?
Right. And Congress created what's called a business trust, and they put property into that business trust.
They gave us individual independent treasury accounts under the certificate of live birth. See, the people basically, to go back to the first volume of the statutes at large, the people, if they ever got into debt, they could go to the Secretary of the Treasury and have the Secretary of the Treasury pay their debt out of the Treasury of the United States of America, because that Treasury belongs to the people. It don't belong to the corporation. Okay? So now they gave us all our own individual accounts out here, and that's what we're supposed to be utilizing, is our own individual accounts.
Yeah.
Now,
and when you're operating that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
all of these items out here, your driver's license, your Social Security card, your voter registration card, your title to your vehicle, all of these are insurance policies. Take a look at them. Where did you sign on those insurance policies? You became the undersigner. You go to the DTC, and basically they have at the bottom level of the DTC, ground floor, floor 1, okay, they have the underwriting department. Every security has to go through the DTC.
Yeah, and every security has to be underwritten.
It has to have an underwriter. You
Absolutely.
became the underwriter for those insurance policies. You stop, you revoke all underwritings. Now they have to pay them. Take a traffic ticket. A cop signs the traffic ticket. Then what does he want you to do? He wants you to be the undersigner on that traffic ticket. If you don't undersign it, guess what? That cop is going to eat that traffic ticket.
Yeah, I ain't signing nothing.
Yeah. But see, it's all about insurance.
I see where you're coming from. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Now, what they, when they created this entity, which allows you, the treasury accounts and the other accounts that are associated with it, when they created this entity, even though they don't call it a business trust, I have heard many judges refer to it as a business trust because it has all the attributes and characteristics and more of a business trust. And once you get into a study of the law of agency under business trust, the beneficial owner of a business trust, as long as he ever uses that certificate, can never be held liable for anything against the entity. But however, if he should use that certificate of interest, then that's where he becomes liable. Even though he's the beneficial owner, once he takes a hand into the management of the business trust, he now assumes liability. So if you've never used your birth certificate, you're sitting in a pretty fat situation.
But if you have that, okay, they use that against you, like the driver's license, okay? You may have thought you've canceled the driver's license, but that driver's license will stay on the books for at least 10 years. We've proven this out, okay? People think they've resigned the driver's license, resigned these different things. No, they're still on the books for 10 years. Your voter registration, they keep it on the books for 10 years.
Well, I'll tell you why that is, because when an organization, and that's what we're talking about here, an entity, when the registered agent resigns, it doesn't dissolve the organization. The organization still stays because there may be outstanding debts. Because remember, this organization has more than one place of business. We don't know what all business they've been transacting on that account. You see what I'm saying? We don't know what all they've been doing.
You have to do a habeas corpus and a precept against them to have them bring that corporate body, entity, and the account forward for full settlement. 30 days at max.
Yes, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to maneuver it to where any interested party in this organization, because now I know what's up. You know, there ain't no telling me any different. I know. And this organization, I want to know who else is an interested party to that organization, and that's what I'm trying to do now is to force their hand. Now, when nobody claims an interest, now I'll make my claim on it.
And see, why do they need the mother's maiden name on the certificate of live birth?
Because if she was really married, she would
have
her husband.
You're wrong. What? They need your mother's maiden name on there because that is an inheritance document. Your lineage. You can go back and put a strip claim against all of your family relatives that are here in this country and all the way back to Adam if you're good enough, okay?
Right.
But that's what it's for. It's for having the other side of the family because you can go down both sides of the family and put a claim in.
Well, I have an idea about that maiden name, too, and the reason is, if you know what a femme convert is?
Well, I don't know. There's a bunch of bullshit out here on the internet, okay, people have gotten misled on all of this stuff out here. And
if your wife...
People don't know how the money system works, period.
But
it's all about insurance.
Debt-based monetary system.
It's all about insurance. And the Secret Service was set up it was started under Buchanan and then finalized under Abraham Lincoln. Their prime goal was to prevent counterfeiting of the national currency. But now they are operating to prevent counterfeiting of the national currency, but also the foreign currency.
Yep.
Okay? And see, most of these people that are in jail out here have written bonds and different things out here trying to think that they outsmarted the system, and they're writing counterfeit documents. Only if you're licensed in the foreign entity can you write counterfeit documents. Okay? And so everybody that's in the insurance industry, everything there is a counterfeit. They keep working to destroy this country with insurance. It's not the Federal Reserve that is the big bad culprit. It's the insurance companies.
Yeah, because they're the ones who help underwrite the Federal Reserve, if I'm not mistaken.
They write the trade acceptances, and then the banks write the bank acceptances that go to the Federal Reserve that allow them to write liens against our assets, and then they turn around and hand it over to the Bureau of Public Debt there in D.C. to write the bonds.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Patrick, what's your website?
It's We the People, all one word, _ shareholders. And I've got several updated documents on there. We had one court case that.
Now, wait a minute. Is that .com or .org or what?
Well, it's a Yahoo group.
Oh, We the People _ shareholders Yahoo group. Okay.
Yeah. You'll have to get into Yahoo and then go into groups, and then you could search there. But it's shareholders with an S on the end of it.
You got an awful lot of them.
Yeah, I know. I had the 1099 OID, the 1099A, and I think this is the third one. I tried to stop with this one.
All right.
But,
you know, we've got to move along, and
well, I've got one thing here to say. Okay.
Go ahead. Sure.
This is about a court case. A woman had her son was up on drug charges, and I made up this document about an overt conspiracy document, and put that gave it to the prosecutor. She didn't say anything else to him, just gave this document to him. It claimed overt act of conspiracy, but the first part was that we rescind all underwritings, and then we claim the overt act of conspiracy, and then if they proceed, we will move that court case out of basically this maritime, and we will take it, because it's under criminal law, we will move it to civil law under a federal magistrate judge at the federal level. And they do not want to go there, because now they become the plaintiff. They become the defendant, we become the plaintiff.
Okay, is that posted on your group?
Well, no, I talked about it on a couple of audios there, but
are the audios posted on your group?
The prosecutor gave it to the judge. They went behind closed doors, the clerk of the court, and the judge, and the prosecutor. They came out and immediately dismissed all charges against the young guy.
Wow, that's great. Where can we see that?
The document, it's on the group site there.
Okay.
It's Rev 2 of the document that I have, and then I also have a trump card that I tried to modify it a little better to utilize in a court action. But
okay, so everybody is... We've gone beyond the 2-hour mark, and there's someone else waiting, Patrick. I don't want to...
Okay, one of the other things you need to address is also that they are doing counterfeiting. All of those courts are counterfeit courts. Okay? Thanks, Angela.
Thank you, Patrick. Everybody, his group is We the People _ shareholders, if you want to join in there and check out the docs he's got posted. Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, but keep in mind, if you're not the registered agent for the entity, you won't be in court.